Greetings, everyone. I want to talk about my case advocacy experience, which I undertook just a couple weeks ago with a person that I had met at Join last year when I was when I was placed there. I had not seen him, so it was really fortunate that I saw him at a coffee shop near where I'm placed now. So I started engaging again through the process of ask, offer, ask, a sort of engagement principle where you ask the client. In this case, my client, I will refer to him as Mike. I asked Mike, where he was at, what he was doing now, what services he had been trying to engage with, what barriers he was experiencing, and he explained to me that he was really focused on trying to get his disability going, his disability claim. So I offered that I had a resource that he might be interested in, and I asked him if he had heard of this program called the BEST program, Benefits and Entitlement Service Team at Central City Concern. And he explained that he had heard of that program, but that he was not able to get it because he didn't have a caseworker to refer him to it, and it's a referral-based program. So that leads to the second part of my action. First I asked Mike if he was interested in me advocating for him and working with him on that part of what he was going through and what he was trying to get done. And I knew that my supervisor at the county was in charge of renewing that contract with the BEST team. The county pays for it. So I went to my supervisor, and I didn't mention specifically that that's the service I was looking at, but I mentioned that I had re-engaged with my client, with Mike, and that he was interested in trying to get disability. And that's when my supervisor was like, hey, there's this program called BEST. I'm in charge of renewing that contract, and I would think that he would be, we should get him in front of one of the specialists. And I explained to him that that wasn't going to work out for Mike because he didn't have a caseworker to make that referral. And that's when my supervisor said, we should see about maybe putting this in your education plan, your field plan, and we can see about getting you in to see a specialist with your client, with Mike, and we can see if we can get him in the program that way. And he explained that this is part of a broader effort on his part to incorporate more avenues for getting people who need to use that service into the service, and that the fact that the service BEST program had an 80% rate of success for people getting awarded benefits, he felt was a little bit inflated because it was more about picking clients that were easier to get into this to get benefits awarded for. So he agreed to make an email happen to the person who was in charge of the program so that I could set up an appointment with my client and myself and a specialist to see if we could get him enrolled. And that was a really exciting thing. But beyond that, he really felt like this could be an example of how we can better serve clients who don't necessarily have those referral pieces going on. So I think that the response that it generated was really, really powerful. It not only gave Mike a resource that he didn't have access to, and we have an appointment now set up with a specialist at the program, but it's also going to let me work with Mike and help do some empowerment and coaching and some other things that we can start to get his voice into the discussion about how to make the program more accessible for people. So I would assess that the impact that my actions had, for Mike, it really helped him feel like he was getting somewhere, and that also that not all people that he engages with, including myself, are just sort of in it for a short period of time and then out of it. So I had only I had been meeting him with for a year last year, but I'd kind of dropped off the map, and here I was coming back around and offering to help him some more, and I don't think that really is common for him. So that was exciting. And so that, I think, really impacted his feelings of like competency and ability to to continue to work on things that may be stalled for him right now. So that's been good. The next impact, I think, is just that the system itself has problems and barriers that are part of that referral-based system, and that the creaming that happens, they call it, where the best clients are selected for the service, and that leaves a lot of people out of the service. So I think that those things were really big impacts. As far as what I would have done differently, the only thing I can really think of is, I would probably have looked at ways to also incorporate Mike's significant other in the process. She is also homeless and they live together and also has disabilities and all sorts of concerns about, and barriers to getting into the programs that she and Mike need. So I think that circling back around, I'm going to be including her any way that I can into the process. She is Mike's support, and they support each other, and really a part of his system that needs to be um, needs to contribute to the advocacy and contribute to the part about moving forward to get the disability. I think that they could either both do it, or he could do it separately. But one way or the other, I want to incorporate his significant other into the process. So that was my advocacy action. I'll keep you abreast of what happens. I'm going to continue to work with Mike into the next couple of months, and for the rest of the time I'm at my placement. Thank you.